Hey guys, Ike here from Mike'sOutdoors.com. I'm here today to show you the top 10 things that I carry with me in my backpack. Now, I carry a lot more than 10 things with me, including my camera gear, new products that I'm testing out, and other things that I'm trying. But these are 10 things through 25 years of hunting that I carry with me every year. They're things that I've found that I cannot be in the woods without. So in no particular order, we're going to go through these things. I basically just got them piled into my lap, and we're going to go through them as I come to them. Number one, just to get it off out of my hand, is I take a big bottle of Gatorade or Powerade or something like that, especially early season when it's really hot outside. You want to make sure you're hydrated. The other thing, and the other reason I take a Gatorade bottle versus a water bottle or something that's washable is after I drink all this, I'm probably going to have to pee. So I take a Gatorade bottle or a Powerade bottle that I can drink, and then after I get done drinking it, I don't have to get out of my stand and pee, or I don't have to get out of my, or I don't have to pee out of the tree stand. I can actually just pee in this, put the lid back on it, and drop it down on the ground or tuck it away somewhere where it ain't gonna spill. And then when I get done, I can throw the thing away. So I always carry a Powerade or a Gatorade bottle in my bag. Next thing, number two thing, is an extra pull-up rope. There is nothing more frustrating than getting to your tree stand and realizing that you don't have a pull-up rope on it and having to try to climb up there with your backpack on your back and your bow in your hand. Not only is it awkward and just a pain in the butt, it's also dangerous. So I always carry an extra pull-up rope in my backpack with me. I've used it, believe me, over the last 20 years, I've used my extra pull-up rope quite a bit. So I always carry extra pull-up rope with me. Limb saw. I always carry a limb saw with me every time. Number 3 on my list. I carry a good quality limb saw with me that will fold up because I don't want it tearing up my backpack, especially if you're going to use a climber, or if you get up there and realize you got a limb that you missed, one that's in the way, or you just didn't get time to trim your tree stand that you had out last year. Limb saw is always handy and is always in my pack. Now, I carry probably way too many of these, but I carry at least one knife in my pack. This is the knife that I actually carry on my pack. I have a sheath for it that is right on my strap. It actually goes on my strap, and I carry a knife in my backpack, and I usually have one on my side too. So I usually have 3 to 4 knives on me at all time when I'm in the woods, and for different reasons. This one's a nice utility blade. This one's a nice field dressing blade, and if for some reason this one's dull, I got a couple backups. So I always carry a couple of knives on me. The other thing is, if I get separated from my pack, I've got one on my hip. If I get separated from the one on my hip, I've got one on my pack. So I always carry a couple of knives on me. So we are up to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're up to number 5. Number 5 is a rangefinder. This is not a must-have thing for everybody. If you can get out there and pace off your distances and flag it and stuff like that, that's great. But I like to have a rangefinder on me, and I've used everything from cheap rangefinders to these expensive ones like this Bushnell, and I like to have a rangefinder on me, especially if you're a rifle hunter. That range, when you're out bow hunting, 20 yards, 25 yards, 30 yards, 40, even up to 50, it's pretty easy to tell. But when you get a deer out there, especially for me, at 150 to 200 yards, there's a ballistical difference there when you're going to shoot. You like that word, ballistical? I don't know if that's a real word or not, but there's a ballistics difference in your bullet at 150 to 200 yards. So you need to know whether it's 150, 200 yards, 250, 300 yards, etc., etc. So I always carry a rangefinder on me. And when I get to the tree stand, you're going to see a lot of pros on TV. They're going to have deer in front of them. They're going to be ranging the deer in front of them. I don't do that. When I got a deer in front of me, I'm concentrating on shooting. When I get to the tree stand, I'll actually pick out 2 or 3 things in each direction that are distinctive, and I'll range them so I know that tree is 20 yards, that tree's 25 yards, that tree's 30 yards. If I get an opportunity when I see a deer coming in and I know, okay, he's going to be on this path most likely, I will take my rangefinder out and rearrange something that I think he's going to go by, just to double check the distance. But first thing I do with my rangefinder, and about the only time I use mine, is when I get in a tree stand, I range 2 or 3 things in each direction, and I mark them at 20 yards, 25 yards, 30 yards, whatever. So I use a rangefinder a lot when I'm in the tree stand. Number 6 is a bow hanger. You can see this is just a 97-cent bicycle hanger from Walmart. Again, when you get there and you find out that you didn't have a bow hanger in your tree stand when you set it up, you forgot to put one in there or whatever, having one of these in your pack can save you from having to sit there and hold your bow, hold your backpack, or something like that. I carry about 5 or 6 of these in my bag at all times. And the thing is, I use these 97-cent ones, but I also have some really nice ones from Sportsman's Guide and Walmart and things like that. But these ones are fantastic to have in your backpack when you forget those nice ones, or when you forgot to hang one up. So it's a good thing to have in your backpack. Now this is a little bit more of an early season thing. This is a thermocell, but I always carry a thermocell with me until it starts to get really cold. Just mosquitoes, how many times have you been up there and had mosquitoes on you and you're sitting there doing that and you scare a deer? Or you got a mosquito in your ear and they've got deer in front of you and it just drives you crazy. So I always carry a thermocell plus the accessories that go with it. And then this is again another thing like the knife. I carry several of these with me. I carry number 8 is a flashlight. I carry multiple flashlights with me. I have several through nights. I have a Bushnell Bloodlight. I carry this one's on my head just in case because I like to have my hands free. So I like to have one on my head to have my hands free, but I also carry others extras in case I get to where I'm blood trailing a deer and this one runs out of juice. So if I need a brighter light, or I need a backup light, I usually carry 2, maybe 3 of these. Usually I carry one. I carry one in my pocket, and I'll carry one in my bag as a backup, and I'll carry a couple extra batteries maybe, and then I usually have one in my truck just in case I'm out there and I'm blood trailing a deer and I run out of juice. Now primarily I use these just to blood trail deer. If I can go in without using a flashlight, I go in without using one, but it is good to have a couple of flashlights in your backpack for blood trailing instances, or if you get lost, if you just need to find your way out or something like that. So I carry a couple good quality flashlights with me. Number 9 is a backup release. This is a Wayland's hooker. Now I use I can't think of the name of it right now. I use a Carter of some kind, but that's my primary release is the Carter backstrap. It's a backstrap, but this is a Wayland's hooker that I use for 3D, and I like it really well. It's just I like the Carter backstrap a little bit better for hunting, but this Wayland's hooker is a great release, and I always carry this in my backpack because how many times have you guys got to your tree stand and realized that you forgot to put your release on in the truck, or you left it at home and you need a backup release? So this is my backup release. I shoot with it quite a bit before I go out. I make sure that it's set properly and that I can use it, and if I forget my release, my primary release, for some reason, I have this Wayland's hooker as a backup. Now the last thing that I'm going to carry is going to be a little bit different for you than it is for me, but I carry a Buckeye. This is my good luck charm. I carry one of these in every backpack that I have. I have one that's special to me, not this one, but I have one that it goes in every backpack that I carry. As a good luck charm, I have one that my dad gave me when I was 12 or 13 years old, and I've had it ever since. And it goes in my backpack, and it's just a good luck charm for me to have. And like I said, every backpack that I got, 9 times out of 10, it's the one that my dad gave me. But occasionally I will have this Buckeye in there, which is kind of my backup Buckeye. But the one that my dad gave me is special to me. It's a good luck charm, and I always carry that with me. So that's the top 10 things that I carry with me in my backpack. Now, like I said, I carry a ton of stuff in my backpack, from filming gear, camera gear, to other stuff. I carry a lot more stuff than these 10 items, but this is the 10 things that over the last 20-25 years of deer hunting that I have found I use almost every time I go out. I use these things, or I have them there if I need them. So these are the top 10 things that I carry in my backpack every time. So for more videos, more product reviews, you can check out our website, ikesoutdoors.com. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. And if you feel like supporting the channel, you can go to our actual channel, and hit the support button on the side. And if you do that, we really would appreciate it. Makes funding these videos a little easier, and makes doing future reviews possible. Appreciate you guys watching.